What's up, everybody? So this video is going to be for the 2019 and newer Ranger owners who have the soft brake pedal. I think most of them do. Most of the ones that I've been in, I work on quite a few of them. But I've got a 2021 that had the soft pedal, and that was one of the really, I guess the only or maybe the main thing that just really irritated me about the truck. Other than that, I love the truck. So I've been trying to figure out a way to fix that. It's something that's bothered me enough that I wanted to fix it. So I've got a 2018 Mustang GT S550 chassis, and I put Brembo brakes on it. It didn't originally come with the Brembos. I ordered a set and had them powder coated and put them on and bled the system. And there was no air in the system. You know, I bled them properly and everything, and it still just had a very similar soft pedal. And when I was doing research and trying to figure it out, I stumbled across basically finding out that you need to bleed the ABS module. And I really didn't find that in my research. I found that as really because of being on almost 20 years of experience being a mechanic, technician, whatever you want to call it. And I know that on a lot of vehicles you do have to do a ABS bleed procedure when you do any type of hydraulic system, brake hydraulic system work. So I knew that it was a possibility that may need to be done. And it's something I wanted to try on the Ranger. It's just being a 2021, none of our scanner software had the capability of doing a 2021 yet. It still doesn't. As of now, it's September 2021, and our computer is not capable of doing it. Ford's computer is probably, well, more than likely are. So if you work at Ford, or if you know somebody that works at Ford, then they could do this as well. But anyways, so I downloaded FORScan. I got FORScan to do a couple other updates. The truck's lifted. I wanted to change the tire size, do the bandy lights, where the fog lights stay on when you hit the high beams and all that. So when I was going through FORScan, I found an ABS bleed procedure, and I said, well, let me try it, see if it worked as good as it did on the Mustang. And sure enough, it did. It has completely fixed the soft pedal issue that we all have. The truck feels like it should. It's got a firm, responsive pedal, to the point to where it actually causes you to lunge forward a little bit, basically having to train yourself to get used to the brakes again on the truck. So just about any shop can do this if they've got the updated software. I know most shops probably don't have the 2021 software yet, but for you 19 and 20 guys, I can do it with our Snap-on scanner. So most other shops should be able to as well. I would assume the dealership would do it for you as well, but I'll show you on FORScan what I did. Basically, all you have to do is go in with either a scanner or FORScan and do an ABS bleed procedure. It's going to tell you that you need to open the bleeder screws on the calipers, but don't do that. You don't actually have to do that. We haven't, unless you've done some hydraulic system work, then you do need to properly bleed it. But what I did is I selected in FORScan that I changed the brake fluid, which I did not. It's still original. Truck's only got almost 4,200 miles on it. So I just told the computer that I changed the brake fluid so that it would proceed with the, would carry on with the procedure. So what I did is I did the bleed procedure, and it tells you to open the bleeder screws, but I did not. I left those closed, and then I just let it do its, I think it's 21 seconds is what FORScan does. It does it for the fronts, and then it does it again for the rears, and that fixed it. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you on FORScan how to do it with FORScan. If you have access to FORScan, or you can get it, this is a procedure you can do it yourself. Otherwise, you'll have to pay a shop. It shouldn't be very much. They may just charge you the diagnostic fee, whatever that shop's fee is. I don't know. But you basically just ask them to do an ABS bleed procedure without opening the hydraulic system. And here it is. I'll show you how to do it on FORScan. So with FORScan, I've got the ELM 327 OBD2 connector that plugs into the USB on any computer. And as you can see, I have FORScan opened up, And what you're going to do is hook it to the vehicle. And then we're going to go to connect to vehicle right there. If you hover it over it, it'll tell you connect to vehicle. It's going to give you a prompt. Just follow the prompts. It will tell you. It says here, turn the ignition key on, or actually is key in the on position, and it is. With the HSMS switch on the ELM 327, it wants to know, is it in the HS CAN position? So we check, and it's not. I still have it in the MS. So we're going to switch it over to the HS selection. And then make sure, obviously, the vehicle's not moving. No, so we're going to let it read the vehicle. It's reading all the modules right now. This takes a few seconds. Let it read all the modules. I believe in a second it's going to ask me to switch to the MS. The MS mode on the ELM connector, that is. Yeah, does the vehicle may contain MS CAN modules. Does your ML adapter have the HM switch? Yes. So now it wants us to set it to the MS CAN. So we're going to switch it back. And then we're going to hit OK. That way it can read the other modules. It popped up and asked, do I want to save the profile for this vehicle? I'm going to select no, because I've already saved this profile for the truck. So I'm not going to save it again. I'm just doing this to show you guys how to do this. All right, after it's done reading all the modules, then you're going to go to, where is it at? The service right here, to service functions. Sorry, to service functions right here. If you hover over it, it'll tell you. So we're going to double click on that, and then you're going to see ABS service bleed. So you're going to click on that. I already clicked on it, but you'll click on ABS service bleed. It'll highlight it, and then you're going to go down here to the play, and you're going to hit that. And then what it's going to do, it's going to say, please select the component that has been replaced. Now, like I said before, we haven't actually replaced anything, so I don't want to select any of the major components, so we're going to leave it on brake fluid, and we're going to say OK. And then you're going to hit OK, and then it's going to go through the procedure. I'm not going to do it again because I've already done it, but it's going to give you prompts, and all you got to do is follow the prompts. It's going to tell you, you're going to hit OK, and then it's actually, let's see. Yeah, okay, so it'll give you a prompt. You know, just read the prompts fully, make sure that all of these are done. But like I said, we're not actually bleeding anything. We're not going to bleed any of the calipers. So don't attach any bottles and open the bleeder screws or anything. All you're going to do is just hit OK. I'm not going to hit OK because, like I said, it's going to start the procedure. And then it'll go, and then I believe what it says is it'll pump for the front for 21 seconds, and then it'll prompt you to hit OK. I think it asks you to, you know, close the valves, but like I said, we're not opening any valves. And then it'll prompt you, it'll do the rear for 21 seconds, and then it makes you wait for 45 seconds, I believe, and then the procedure's done. And then you can just, you know, hit OK through the prompts. Like I said, I'm not going to do it again because I've already done it. So after you have done the ABS service bleed and everything's completed, you're actually going to hit the stop down here. I'm not in the procedure, but once you're done with the procedure, you're going to hit the stop, and that's going to end that procedure. And then you're going to come back to the service procedures here, and you're going to scroll down to ABS module reset. That's what you're going to want to do after you do the ABS service bleed, because you're going to have a couple of ABS lights, and it's going to service StabiliTrak and lane, whatever the other, it sets a bunch of different warning lights. So you need to go to ABS module reset. You're going to hit that, and then you're going to hit play. and then it's going to prompt you, and you're just going to hit OK, and all it's going to do is reset the thing. So that way you don't have any of the warning lights. It'll reset everything and you'll be good to go. So after you do all that, you reset any of the DTCs if you have to. Sometimes you don't have to. You can just drive the truck, and then once you drive it, it'll reset them itself. Once it realizes that everything's working properly. And obviously you're going to want to test drive it after you do the procedure anyway, so that you can feel the difference. And it's going to fix the issue that I really disliked about the truck. Really one of the main, maybe even the only complaint with the truck that I had was that soft pedal. And it's so much better now. It's like it should have been from the factory. Maybe Ford's figured this out and they're doing it for some of the trucks. I don't know. Maybe this will get back to Ford and they can research it and determine that this is a remedy to the issue. I actually have a family member that is a technician for Ford, and he told me that there was nothing I could do about it. And I couldn't accept that. I just knew that there had to be something we could do, that it just wasn't right. So I did a little research and just some of the knowledge that I had from working on cars for so many years, and just thought I'd pass this along to you guys so that, you know, everybody can drive these trucks the way they're supposed to be driven and be confident in the brakes. You know, I've had a few emergency brakes stops before, you know, before I did this procedure, and the truck stopped, but sometimes it has you wondering if it's going to, and I don't like that feeling. I like knowing that it's going to stop. So thanks for watching.